Okay, Wrightway Hobby Farms. Wanted to kind of give you a little update on where we're at with our planting this year. I've got several seedings going on. Second replant of the Romas are inbound there. Got Beef Masters that we're replanting, getting ready for them to bring up. Every day we are planting a new set of individual seeds and getting those all ready for sprouting. Now, in our greenhouses, we keep a little radiator heater here, keep that nice and warm at night, keep the soil temperatures up. During the day, we open everything up, make sure that we have plenty of ventilation so we don't stuff out any of the other ones. I've got some different types of plants that are being overwintered here. They're really doing well with this. But I wanted to show you a little thing that we do whenever we're doing our planting. I got a simple potting bench here, just a 48-inch stainless steel bench. But I take these 3-ounce cups. You can buy them really cheap. I got 500 of them for like $12 or something like that. But you can see right here on the side of it, I actually take a 2-inch deep pair of cutters, just dot hole cutters like you use for paper, and just take and reach in there and cut a little hole in the side of the paper there, and that leaves about a 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch reservoir at the bottom for water. You do not want to soak your seeds. You want to make sure they have plenty of water, and I found that doing this actually keeps the seeds nice and moist during the day, and if a couple of days usually it'll last without having to rewater so much. But that's the first thing. Second thing we do is I order peat pots. Just order them off eBay or Amazon, but just individual little Jiffy Peat pots. Soak those overnight. I usually set this bucket on top of the heater, just like that, and let it sit there, and you can see it makes just a really good tea, for the fertilizer for that. I usually will take the Miracle Grow and put like maybe half a teaspoon or so in there, and then you can also see some of the pelletized slow release fertilizer. But I'm doing that just to create a nice brew, you might say, to infuse into the peat pot. That gives that starter flower a really good start. So then you take the peat pot and just squeeze it, create a little hole right there. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Pretty large seed here. Take a sunflower seed, pop it in the center, fold it around, make sure it's completely covered and at the center of the peat pot. Drop it in the hole, and then put you a tag. Take you a little tag here, label it, put it in. And I'll usually do like this. This is almost 18 grams of seed, which, heck, that's probably 200 seeds or so. I won't plant that many of those because sunflowers are pretty much not a crop. They're an ornamental. But I'll put those in, and I'll do a whole tray. Let me show you here. Like this one, these are Homestead tomatoes, and I've got a whole tray from corner to corner of those. Individually, these were some leftovers from another tray, so we tagged those individually. But then like right here, these are Red Sun sunflowers. They're not the typical yellow. They're the red with the yellow mix. So we just take the whole tray and tag a few of them so you know what's in the tray. The beautiful thing about these peat pots is you can use one seed per pot. And a lot of times you'll see like 2 plants. They'll say, oh, plant 2 plants so you don't have an empty or whatever. But if you plant 1 seed per pot and it doesn't come up, just reuse the pot. It's not that hard to reuse them. But these individual seeds pretty much have a pretty high germination rate. I have very few. I think last time when I did the Beef Masters, I had 1, 2, I had 3 tags left out of an entire 12 grams of seed. So I mean, very, very high types of germination rate. But that's kind of how we do our plantings. And by the time I get done, again, that's a 500 pack of cups, and by the time I get done with my different varieties of tomatoes and sunflowers and gourds, I have peppers, I have all types of seed here. By the time I get done, I'll have over 1,000 to 1,500 plants. You can see I have plenty of open shelving for that. And it's just a 6x8 greenhouse. It's not a large greenhouse. I'll start cycling some of those larger plants to the bottom, and then keep the bigger plants. As soon as it gets warm, above 50 degrees outside, I'll take all of these larger plants outside for overnight, and you know, just keep them cycled in, the seedlings started. Just kind of how we do things. If you have any questions about it, feel free to give me a call back in the messages below. But you guys have a happy growing season. If you see these ads, we'll be actually selling some of these seedlings later on after we get them up about 3 or 4 inches tall. Have a great day.